On the move, changing perceptions, pushing limits. Today's Africa is not framed by the past. A new generation is stepping up, embracing tradition while blazing a new path, giving voice to unique style, connected in ways others before were not. This is where the urban pulse meets creativity and a new culture thrives. This is African Voices.
For some people, work is simply a way of making ends meet. In Sierra Leone, we meet a woman whose every waking moment is dedicated to design.
Which one? That one? As opposed to this fabric? Well, there you have it. You know, you can give them a taste of Sierra Leone in Liberia.
She is one of Sierra Leone's top designers and an instantly recognizable figure.
When I started off Madam Wokie, I thought to myself, Madam Wokie is more than a brand. It's all about creating jobs, it's all about changing lives, it's all about celebrating our culture, it's all about having that awareness, having that identity. I kept thinking to myself, like, if I'm going to sew a dress, there has to be a story behind that dress. Hi, my name is Mary-Ann Kaikai. I'm a fashion designer based in Sierra Leone. My brand is called Madam Wokie, and this is my Africa.
Fashion was her passion from an early age.
Growing up in an extended family, there's always some kind of celebration taking place. You know, even going to church on Sundays is like an excuse to dress up. So there's always something happening. And of course, you know, going to school here every week, I always used to get into trouble. My teachers at an early stage realized that all I cared about was fashion. So every week, my grandmother had to go to the school. So of course, if there's gonna be some terrible news about Mary-Ann, my grandmother was like, I have to dress up to hear the sad news.
Her home in Freetown is also used as the store and workshop.
These are all old tires that I get people to deliver for me every morning. And what we do is we do like really nice chairs for gardens. We have this really nice table and we play around with the colors. And you know, whenever my clients are here, they just sit here and relax. And if we have something to celebrate, maybe we'll just open a bottle of champagne. Yeah. So we're going to the back where the tailors work. This is where they produce my dresses. This is also where we do the recycled tires. You'll see some of our staff, you know, painting some of the tires, doing the wiring, so you get to see how the whole job gets done. And of course, you get to see my troublesome kids, aka my tailors. Let's go. So that's Maria. She's doing a dress made out of old fabrics. When we're done sewing the dresses for clients, we do have like bits and pieces that are left behind, and we like to recycle. Like, I don't like to throw away stuff.
Her business is a success now, but initially her family were not overly supportive of her chosen career.
I remember when I was younger, my grandfather called us aside once, and all the grandkids, he asked us individually, he's like, oh, so what do you want to do when you grow up? And I said to him, oh, well, I'm going to be even more famous than Naomi Campbell. I'm going to be the next fashion designer. And everybody was just staring at me like, what's wrong with her? Like, you want to be a tailor? They're like, you know, we gave you the best education. Why would you want to be a tailor? They're like, go pray about it and then come back. And I'm like, fine. And then they call me back from the naughty corner and they're like, oh, what do you want to do? I'm like, God has directed me that I should stick to being a fashion designer. So they gave up.
Tradition and family are important to Mary-Ann. She still lives with her grandmother. She provides a link to the fashion brand. It was named after her aunt.
So that's Madam Wokie here from Blama Massakoy, and then it's my grandmother here, and then of course this is the Queen of England. Tell us a little bit about Madam Wokie. Was she somebody that was very fashion conscious like yourself, or was she very boring in terms of her? Oh, she wasn't boring like me. Oh God, you're embarrassing me in front of CNN.
Teasing aside, the women in Mary-Ann's life play the biggest role.
I had role models that I could look up to, like every single day was a life lesson. They wanted me to succeed. At an early stage said to us, they're like, listen, failure isn't an option for you. Like, do you want to keep begging your other family members for like handouts? So I think just going to bed with that thought in mind, like there's no way you're going to fail in life. Like, you just have to push. So we're here today at Madam Wokie Street, which is the heart of the fashion district here in Freetown. Okay, I can get these 6 yards instead of the other one. I just don't know. That's where you find all the eclectic African prints. Let me have a look at it. As you can see, it's quite noisy. It can get very crazy. That one there. No, the one with the flower. And I never make the mistake of buying the same fabrics for my clients. I think that's what they love about me, because you can have two people wearing the same style, but you can never have two Madam Wokie clients wearing the same fabric. So that's what I love about my job, and that's what I love about coming to town myself to select the fabrics. Okay, thanks.
Highly determined, she is constantly looking to expand the brand. She wants to use her success to help promote her country and her continent.
I want something that's very unique, something that's very authentically Sierra Leonean. Since independence, even before independence, like, we used to weave our own fabrics in Africa. And it's so regal, like it's so rich. And for me, I just felt to myself, like, if I'm gonna be a fashion designer, I want to continuously keep celebrating my culture. I don't want somebody to say to me, oh, your culture is only in vogue for this particular season. Like, we wear African prints like all the time.
When she's not designing or dreaming about fashion, she loves to throw a party, especially one when all the guests are wearing her outfits.
Most people that you see here today are wearing a Madam Wokie outfit. And the guys, we have 1 or 2 guys around who are also wearing custom-made Madam Wokie pants.
Behind the smiles and laughter is a character with serious intent. Her plans include building a factory and expanding her brand online.
I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of being a disappointment to myself, to my family, and to my friends. So I just think to myself, like, I have to keep pushing. I have to be the best that I can possibly be, because we don't have that many success stories from Sierra Leone. I think just that fear, first thing in the morning and then very late at night, I think that just keeps pushing me. Like, I'm like, you know, I have to get out of my comfort zone. Like, I have to work. It was a very productive day. I'm sure my clients will be very happy with what I have for them so far. God, I'm tired. Bye, Madam Wokie Street.
It started out as a hobby because we were trying to find people that were eccentric like we were.